Sorry sorry these videos are so late today, guys. The first video I took like 2 hours to make and upload and everything like that, and edit and everything. Well, it hasn't been uploaded yet, but still. So yeah, that's why the videos are late. The first one kind of put me behind. So let's jump into the story and let's get this third one done for the day. ICE detained a man who was driving his pregnant wife to hospital. Oh my God, the world we live in today. How dare ICE arrest this man for driving his pregnant wife to hospital? Oh my God, what a horrible planet we live in. We must abolish ICE. We have to get rid of ICE because... No. But we're going to have a little fun with this article. A man was driving his pregnant wife to scheduled cesarean section on Wednesday when the immigration officers arrested him, leaving her to drive herself to hospital and have the baby on her own, according to the woman's family legal representative. Oh my God, where's the humanity? Think of the children! The couple had pulled into a gas station in San Bernardino, California, on their way to deliver their child. While they were there, immigration and customs enforcement officers came to the car window and asked for identification, said the woman, Maria del Carmen Vigenes. I'm getting that name wrong. Her husband, Joe Arnold Lara, 35, did not have his driver's license with him, and the officers arrested him, she said. The arrest quickly provoked outrage and fed into a growing anger towards ICE and the Trump administration's sweeping immigration policies, which have extended who is considered a priority for the officers to arrest. In recent months, immigrants have been arrested while delivering a pizza or watering the lawn. I'm just so... This man was just going about driving to hospital, taking his wife to give birth. The humanity. Like, it's not like he's done anything wrong or anything right, but the humanity. Don't worry, we'll get to the part in a sec. On Sunday, ICE said in a statement that Mr. Aaron Lara, a citizen of Mexico who was in the United States illegally... Oh boy, this is interesting, isn't it? Later, the agency released a second statement saying he was wanted for homicide in his home country. Yes, that's right. So, in case you're missing the point of this and why I'm covering about this, you're probably thinking, why are we talking about this? Because the left literally lost their shit over this. The humanity, oh my God, the children... Everybody screaming, fainting on the couches because of the horror of this man being arrested. What was he arrested for? He didn't have any identification on him. He ended up being an illegal alien. And, oh wait, he's also wanted for murder in Mexico. Like, holy shit. I wonder why he didn't have any identification on him. He was probably not carrying it because he knew. He was wanted for murder. But anyway, Mr. Lara was brought to the ICE's attention due to the outstanding warrant issued for his arrest in Mexico on homicide charges, the statement said. So, yeah, look, obviously we'll go through. I'm not going to continue the rest of this because it's all, yeah. But this was what the mainstream media was pushing the narrative of ICE detained man who was driving his pregnant wife to hospital. That if we could change this headline, it was ICE detained man who was wanted for murder was detained while driving wife to hospital. Or something along those lines. It's probably more accurate, right? But obviously at the end of the day, when you start mentioning the fact that he was wanted for homicide charges literally halfway down the article, or a third of the way down the article, not a lot of people read that. So the people on the left all were fainting at the sight of this guy being arrested. Never mind the fact that he was actually wanted for homicide charges. And this is where it just became a lot of tribal stuff. The people on the left wanted an excuse to have a go at Trump and his administration. They wanted to have a go at them about the ICE and let's abolish ICE and that sort of talking point. They didn't bother looking into why this guy was arrested and what he had done, and they ended up making complete idiots of themselves. To the point where the Daily Caller media freaks out over ICE arrests a legal immigrant, then they find out he was wanted for murder. The media freaked out on Saturday after ICE arrests a man in Southern California while taking his pregnant wife to hospital, only for the agency to later announce he was wanted for murder in Mexico. Joe Aaron Lara, 36, was detained at the gas station in San Bernardino, California, while he and his wife were on their way to hospital for her cesarean section. He reportedly had been living in the US illegally for 12 years. Footage from the gas station shows two ICE agents approaching Laura's vehicle. The two agents then walked him to their squad car in handcuffs. Mr. Aralara was brought to ICE's attention due to an outstanding warrant for his arrest in Mexico on homicide charges. ICE spokeswoman Lori Haley, might be mispronouncing, told the Daily Caller News Foundation a GoFundMe page was set up for the family and has surpassed a goal of over $6,000 raised thus far. I will check out what the total's up to now. A news spread that Laura arrests. Many expressed their dismay at ICE's supposed cruelty. The attacks on ICE began before people knew why the immigration agency had taken him into custody. The arrest also fueled the calls for ICE to be abolished, shock horror, and moments that have gained significant traction over the last several months, obviously from the leftists. And like you just article here, it's just like even like Representatives Joe Kennedy III. Here's the heartless, and it's whatever the hell it is. Huffington Post. ICE defends its officer's decision to detain a man whose wife was about to give birth. No, she was going in for a C-section, and he was wanted for murder. Like literally fake news after fake news after fake news. And obviously, look at the end of the day, who's surprised by this? Probably nobody. The GoFundMe page has raised $6,860 for people throwing in money because of a, quote, victims who was wanted for murder. I like the fact that this campaign is trending. Okay, interesting, for $6,000. Okay. And at the end of the day, GoFundMe hasn't taken this campaign down. Why? He's wanted for murder. What for? But anyway. Obviously ICE arrest undocumented father taking daughter to California school earlier a few months ago. And what was this one wanted for? Crimes. Yeah, he was wanted and arrested for crimes. Shock. Horror. Multiple prior criminal convictions, including DUI in 2019, as well as outstanding order of removal dating back to 2014. And in fact, it's not the only time, the two times that this has happened. 19 times the media has portrayed illegal aliens wanted for murder as a victim of Trump's immigration enforcement. And they go through and they list it here. It's all mostly this last time, and these are just the articles that were put up about it. Look, at the end of the day, look, what's my view on all this? Yeah, it's funny. They go on about fake news. They go on about alternative media having fake news and stuff like that. To me, the mainstream media pushes fake news more than alternative media ever does. If you want to go on about Alex Jones being fake news, which obviously sometimes he can be, yes, then at the end of the day, which I don't think Alex does intentionally, you go through and you look at this sort of stuff. They've literally pushed a story because of the narrative suits them. And at the end of the day, they've had to literally go through and edit stories so that they can go through and point to, oh wait, hang on, he was an illegal alien. There was other stories I was looking up before this where they've actually gone through and actually edited the story at a later date to actually add the fact that he was illegal or that he was wanted for criminal charges. And this is the thing. that the lie will spread halfway around the world before the truth is actually come out. And that's what mainstream media does. And this is why we call them fake news. Because, I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you believe that the mainstream media does this intentionally? Do you think that they go through and they do this accidentally? Do you think they just try and get the story out because they want the clicks? Or do you think they go through and actually peddle this stuff because they're pushing an agenda? Or is it a combination of both? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.